before we start the coverage of tonight's game, I would like to quickly state. I would like to quickly say something about the comments that Jack Edwards made towards Pat Maroon during the Tampa Bay Lightning game on November 29th. Edwards made a number of sort of insensitive comments towards Pat Maroon about Pat Maroon's weight during the first period, saying that he was about 238 before starting at training camp, and that he must have had a couple of pizzas beforehand. Afterwards, not to mention also saying that he had also not to mention he had also said that a fasting for Pat Maroon is 4 hours without a decent meal. I would like to now. I would just like to say that while I don't hate Jack Edwards, I think that honestly these are awful comments. These are bad comments. I mean, not only does it not have anything to do with the game, which, to be fair, I have laughed with Jack Edwards about on several occasions, not the least of which the early incident this season where he went on like a 5-minute tangent about Liam Foodie's dad being in the being part of the CFL. But not only does this not add anything to the game, but it's needlessly like attacking a player for not really attacking. I don't know if it's really attacking a player, but it's putting a player down for not really anything to do with anything. Like what does Pat Maroon's weight have to do with anything? If you want to put him down on for anything, say that he's on a team with Corey Perry and Nikita Kucherov, and just say that he's a player in a lot. He's just one of the many names on the Tampa Bay Lightning that gets away with everything, like Corey Perry and Nikita freaking Kucherov. But also, I want to praise Pat Maroon's response to this. Instead of some sort of probably warranted comeback to against Jack Edwards, Pat Maroon decided to use this for good, tweeting out on the 30th, in support of those struggling with mental health, bullying, and body image. I am making a $2,000 donation in the name of Jack Edwards to Tampa Bay Thrives, and I encourage Lightning and NHL fans to join me. For the entire month of December, I am putting a link in the description for donations to Tampa Bay Thrive. Even if you think that this entire situation was overblown, which I don't know if it was overblown or not, but even if you do think that it was overblown, I think that honestly throwing a little bit the way of Tampa Bay Thrives is respectable. It's I mean, shit, it's charity. It's charity work for a really bad mental health problem after a worldwide pandemic saw one of the largest spikes in mental health crises in American history. So good. On to the game. Oh shoot. Bruins fans, it is time to get out. That is a 5-1 victory over the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche, and extending the Bruins' home win streak to 14. Welcome back to In the Den, everybody. I'm your host. I'm a host 100 Bex, and I gotta say this was a very fun game to watch. I still think that the Bruins game against the Rangers earlier this season was the best game. Was the most fun game to watch this season, but this was definitely but this one was definitely up there. It felt like a series that not a series. It felt like a game that kept that like it could go either way. Neither team was necessarily out of it until like the last 10 minutes of the third period. But until like the last 5 minutes of the third period. Like it felt like both teams were getting equal amount of scoring opportunities. It's just that the Bruins ended up capitalizing on a lot of them. Defensive pairs, they're starting to look like what I would expect them to be. You got Lindholm and McAvoy on the top pair. On the second pair, you got Grizzlick and Carlo. They have pretty good chemistry. And then on the third pair, you have quite possibly one of the most underratedly good defensive pairings in the entire league, probably. Derek Forbort and Connor Clifton. I'll say this about both of them. Hampus Lindholm is our best Hampus Lindholm has been our best defenseman all season long so far. But if we're going to award number 2, it is absolutely Connor Clifton. His game to be a lot more to be a lot better of a defensive defenseman, and it is showing. He is blocking so many shots. He's being a nuisance to play against, and and I'm no longer cringing when he's on the ice. He's making good decisions with the puck. Or I mean, what is there really to say? Without him, our penalty kill plummeted from like we were stopping like 93% of all we were killing like 93% of all penalties we took with Forbort, and without him it dropped to like 75%. Forbort is such an important part of this penalty kill. And it's just incredible. I love it's weird. 2 players that I didn't care for last season, they are playing their asses off this season, and it is shown. It's shown both in the win and the stat call, in the stat column. And the Bruins have an amazing first few minutes. It's even though the shots on goal are clearly ticking up for Colorado a lot faster than they are for Boston, and it is 100. The Bruins are putting in so much effort on their first few shifts, and it's truly amazing. Like this might have been one of the strongest first shifts I've seen the Bruins have all season. And you could 100% see it in the players that they are rolling with this confidence. A confidence that I almost thought was going to be gone last month. Just because how long can this success last, but also because the Mitchell Miller thing that happened this year. Maybe Sweeney, you could put on your New Year's resolutions. Don't sign a racist. No Tony DeAngelo. No, don't sign Tony DeAngelo. Don't sign Jordan Binnington. Don't sign Thomas Grice. None of those guys. Anyway, the Bruins are humming along pretty well. Colorado's giving them a lot of trouble, but Marchand ends up triggering 2 penalties that were pretty quickly one after another. It wasn't exactly like right after each other. It wasn't like 4 consecutive minutes of power play. It was more so like 4 minutes of power play with like a minute or so in between. the Jean-Luc Foudy hooking call. Doesn't really go anywhere for the Bruins. They don't even get a shot on goal during it. But the Dryden Hunt tripping call pretty much sets up the most predictable play for the Bruins that always ends in that pretty much always ends in the goal. Oh, Marchand has the puck at the bottom of the left face-off circle. He's waiting for a passing lane to open. He gets a pretty sizable one, passes it on the right at the right face-off dot, and he just blasts it in and to put the Bruins up 1-0. I will also say this about Marchand, and not only am I just happy that he's not only is it just entertaining to see this guy take a lot less penalty, is just like this player that I have always known for as one of the biggest penalty pim hounds in the league is just not taking penalties anymore. But his skating is so good. He keeps saying that I remember hearing in like the like Billy Jaffe saying in the intermission that like he still doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like he's 100% back, from the double hip surgery, but as Shakira says, the hips don't lie. His hips don't lie, and this might be some of the best skating I've seen Marchand do in his career. At not only after double hip surgery, but after double hip surgery at 33. This is a dude. Who by all means should be on the back end of his career, and he's skating some of the best he's ever. Later, Andreas Englund and Nick Foligno end up tossing the mitts. It's flip. I was in the what is it? I was in the I was in like the this dorm lounge in my dorm building watching the game, and my friend Kit and I were just like yeah, Fliggy, come on and kick his ass. Fliggy ends up winning the fight, but he ends up getting the most annoying penalty of all time, the instigator penalty. That penalty should not exist. Trent Frederick, who ended up getting who I guess pretty much ended up starting the confrontation after seeing Fliggy get thrown into the boards by Englund, and he ends up taking the instigator penalty for Foligno, and almost immediately afterwards it pays off, and almost immediately after the Bruins kill it pays off with one of the most impressive shifts I've seen the Bruins do. COL sets up this beautiful block for McAvoy to just come into the offensive zone, pass it, shoot it at Pavel Francouz, and Trent Frederick.
Well, I hope you didn't forget the boogeyman, because he's back and he's come for your goals.
I guess like since DeBrusk was on the bench recovering from a shift, Freddie essentially just took he took DeBrusk's job and just stayed at the far post to tap the puck in with like 1 minute left in the period. Bruins go into first intermission with a 2-0 lead. Speaking of Jake DeBrusk, he comes into this game at 99 career goals, and he's about to score, and he goes right up to Pavel Francouz. He shoots, follows up, and he scores his 100.
Genjutsu.
Goal was getting called back either way. There was there was no conceivable way that after this review that goal was getting called on for DeBrusque, because not only did the goal completely fall off the post, completely pop off the pegs in during the while the puck was still in play. So it doesn't matter if it goes in or not. That the play is dead because the goalposts are off. But also, you can see after Francouz does not get the puck, DeBrusque kind of jolts his leg to the side, and if the goalposts were not a factor, that would have almost certainly been called a distinct kicking motion. What's a distinct kicking motion, you might ask? I will respond to that with ask New Jersey. They can tell you all about a distinct kicking motion. Until one of the most savage breakaways I've seen the Bruins get all season. Krejci clears the puck out of the top of the Bruins zone as Avs defenders converge, and Pasternak's at the top of the and Pasternak's at the like far end of the neutral zone. He has the puck. He's going right up to Francouz, and he completely confiscates his jock strap. Just goes right up to him and just sauces the fuck out of him. Bruins, we're feeling good. We're doing so well. Nosek also go until Nosek also gets pretty much the same opportunity as Pastrnak, but he gets tripped up. But penalty shot. Yes, the elusive penalty shot gets called because Nosek gets pushed in the back by an Avs defenseman, and he's going up to Francouz. He's gonna go to the left on this one, and Francouz just saves it. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're still up 3-0. We're still up 3-0, and heading into the third period. The third period results. Now the third period, the Avs scored their only goal of the game. On not that great of a shift from the Bruins. The Bruins looked pretty out of position on this one, and especially my poor boy Charlie McAvoy. He pretty much just runs right into Nick Foligno, but it's not like as bad as Pastrnak and DeBrusque were a few weeks ago when they just completely collided and gave up the puck for a shorthanded breakaway. It wasn't like that. It was sort of just they bumped each other and they got discombobulated enough for Andrew Cogliano to take the loose puck and just short side Allmark with it. It's 3-1. I can't really put this past Allmark. That one's absolutely on the defense. I'm noticing a lot that the Bruins don't really give up that many bad goals. But whenever they do, it's usually the part of the defense. It's not sure we can talk about Swayman being. We can talk about the first game Swayman had all in the season all we want, but you gotta be real. That most of the bad goals that we're giving up are on the defense, and yeah, I think that Omar could have saved this one, but at the same time, we're up 3-1, and we're up 3-1, and I mean, what else do you want us to do? Oh, buy you lunch? Anyway, going to the 4-150 final five. I think it was. Hold on. Puck up to the top of the neutral zone, where it looks like it's going right to Devon Taves, but Taylor Hall just says, "No, this is mine. This is mine." He goes to the left wing, and it's a 2-on-1 between him and
because you're gonna be seeing me in your nightmares tonight, Colorado.
It's a 2-on-1, and Frederick gets the open look. It's 4-1 Bruins, and 10 seconds later, 10 freaking seconds later, the Bruins get another fantastic shift from the Bruins, and on the top line, forward ends up shooting the puck from the blue line, and Jake DeBrusk, pick up that puck, mister, because that is your 100th career goal, and it is the nail in the coffin for the Colorado Avalanche tonight. That is to put the Bruins up 5-1. Now, we're about halfway through this. We're about halfway through this insane gauntlet. We've just ticked past halfway through this insane gauntlet. We have, because after this we have Vegas. After this we have Vegas. Yes, and then hold on, give me 1 sec. We have Vegas. And then we start a 3-game road stretch between the Avalanche again. Arizona's just happy to be there, and then Vegas again. And honestly, we're doing a lot better. We're doing so much better than I thought we were gonna do. I thought that this was gonna be where the I thought this was gonna be rubber meet road. We might get a little bit of pushback on this one, but we're doing so well. I am so happy that to be a Bruins fan right now, and I am so happy that y'all stayed to the end of it. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Up there's my most recent video. Down below is my twitch.tv. Last time I was live, I took the political compass test and played more blind Monster Hunter World. And also down below is a link to Tampa Bay Thrives. And please donate if you can. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care.